Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more toy pickups to share with you guys. I actually have a decent amount of stuff here, and I did find even more stuff, but it ended up being things that I didn't really care about that weren't in the best condition, so I just sort of tossed that stuff out. And this is pretty much what I will be keeping at this point. So first up, I bought a bag from A Value Village that had two action figures in it, and I bought it because there was one figure in there that looked extremely familiar to me, and I couldn't quite place uh, where it was from. The first figure, though, this one here, I really have no idea what it is. This is a figure, and he has like this thing on his chest where when you press it in, it like moves around, and it's like slightly more damaged or something every time that you press it. Uh, I know it's a DC character, but I honestly have no idea what the hell he is. If any of you know what this is, please let me know in the comment section below. But the figure that I was sort of wondering about, the one that I really couldn't tell what it was from until much later when I figured out that this was actually from Ben 10. And I'm actually forgetting the name of this thing now, but basically this is the guy. I think he was like the big villain or whatever from the second Ben 10 series. I forget what it was called exactly, but yeah, apparently that's what this is. And had I known that going into it, I probably would have just left this bag behind. I think it was either $3 or $4, so I could have probably just left it behind. There was also another action figure in there that was kind of broken, but it turned out that that one was from Redakai. Redakai is like the stupid card game thing where you'd like stack cards together and they were see through and they had different effects and blah blah blah. Stupid card game, stupid premise. Never got into it. It became a thing very quickly and disappeared even faster. But moving on, I got this other bag of toys, and everything else in this bag I pretty much threw out, but I kept this here. Uh, it's made by the same company that made the sort of tabletop mini arcade cabinets. It's Excalibur Electronics. They made these little handheld things that, sorry, that you played by reflecting the image on a mirror and then looking at it. It's kind of a weird thing, but you pretty much need sunlight to play this. It's a little Frogger handheld device, and yeah, that's not the screen itself there. Pretty much you have to open it up, and the screen is on there, and light shines through here, and you look at it on the screen right there. At least that's how I think I remember it working. But yeah, you pretty much have to look at it right there on the mirror. And I mean, it's Frogger. What can you really say about it? I do like Frogger, but this is a very, very basic version of Frogger. I should apologize about my voice as well. I've been talking a lot at my new job, as part of my new job, and my voice is starting to go a little bit. But oh well, I'll get over it soon. Next up, I got this other bag of toys. Most of it was junk, but this is what I ended up keeping. First up is this Pokeball toy thing. I'm not too certain what it's from, like if it was a Happy Meal toy, something like that, or if it was an actual retail toy. It's a Pokeball. I forget which Pokeball this is exactly, if it's like a Dusk Ball or something like that. And then inside was this Clefairy toy, and it's actually unlike most of the other Pokemon toys that I have. A lot of them are Tomy or either the newer stuff. There's a lot of Jakks Pacific, I believe, is the company that makes the newer ones. But this one here, it's completely hollow on the inside, and it has this huge gaping hole on his butt. I think it might have been some kind of a pencil topper or something, but I really have no idea. But it's still pretty interesting, and it says it's from 2000, so it is. definitely not a recent toy. But the paint on its ears looks kind of weird. I don't think I remember Clefable. Actually, I don't even remember right now if this is Clefable or Clefairy, but I want to say Clefable maybe. Uh, Either way, it doesn't quite look right to me, but according to this, it is official. And the last toy that was in that bag was actually a Tamagotchi, but it was a much more recent Tamagotchi. I actually don't really care for these ones here uh, because I have zero nostalgia for these. I really like the ones they had in the late 90s when I was growing up. But these ones here are still kind of interesting. It's these larger sort of egg-shaped Tamagotchis that had these little accessory pieces that stick onto the top of them. And I don't know if maybe the character appears in the Tamagotchi itself, or if it gives you something extra. I really don't know how it works. But it was interesting to see it there, so I went ahead and grabbed this bag of stuff. I honestly don't remember how much it cost, but it was probably somewhere around $3, $4, $5. No more than $5. Usually, if a bag of toys is $5, I leave it there unless it's something really, really good. Now, the second last thing that I want to show you guys is actually a find that I had at the thrift store that's just down the street from me. I found this set of toys, and it was almost the complete set, but it is missing, I think, 2 figures, and it's actually the main character of this movie. These are actually figures from a specific movie. That movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I don't remember all their names, so sorry to any Nightmare Before Christmas fans that are watching this, but here is the let's just call her the love interest. I forget what her name is. Please correct me in the comment section below, but that's her right there. Next is, I want to say, like the mayor of Halloween Town or whatever, with his other head on the back. I have watched this movie before, it's just that I watched it when I was very young, and I did enjoy it then, but since then I have only caught glimpses of it here or there. Next are the 3 little kids in costume. That's them there, all with their masks being taken off their heads, off their faces, I should say. And the one that I liked the most, if I remember correctly, this guy's name is like Ooga Booga or something like that. And I like the way that this looks. I like the sort of texture on him as well. Very much so like a burlap sack sort of look to it. And I really, really like that figure right there. Now, the last item that I wanted to show you guys is actually something that I already have, but when I saw it for the price that it was at and knowing what it sells for locally, honestly, I had to buy it. I have so little money right now that it's really hard to actually pay for a lot of these things because I don't need these things. These are just things that I want. So if I can find other stuff, trade it or sell it to get other things to add to my collection, so be it. That's what I'll have to do. But it's another copy of the Digimon board game. I actually have had 3 copies of this game. The first one that I got, I kept, of course, for a while, and then once I found my second copy, the second copy was in much better shape. So I ended up keeping that one and getting rid of the first copy that I had found. I sold it for like $10, I think, but I had only paid like $2, $3 for it. Now this one here, I paid $4 for it, but it is very complete, and I want to say like at 90% condition wise. It's just a little dinged up here or there, but overall it's still pretty good. And honestly, I'm going to try to sell this for $20. Locally, I've seen other listings going for about $30 to $40. So I should be able to get around $20 for this. So let's see how it turns out. 20, 25, maybe more, maybe less. If I get any offers, unless there's something really ridiculous, like somebody asked me to give it to them for $5, I'll just get whatever I can get for this and buy more toys to make more videos to share with you guys. So basically, that's what I got. A whole bunch of random stuff, some action figures, some just plain old figures, a board game to sell or trade, and a couple of other random things as well. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.